I'm Paulo Mendes.
And I'm Annie Limis.
Welcome to Everett Community College.
We're here in White Horse Hall, home to our visual arts, physical sciences, and journalism programs. Here, students can focus on skill development in studio art, photography, graphic design, web design, and more, with access to all the professional equipment they'll need. It's also home to The Clipper, EVCC's award-winning student newspaper, where students get hands-on, real-life experience via the printed publication and continuously updated multimedia website. White Horse also hosts our physical science programs, which include astronomy, atmospheric science, chemistry, computer science, engineering, geoscience, oceanography, and physics.
Hi, Annie.
Hey, Paulo. All fueled up and ready to go?
Yeah, we're about to head across the street and check out Liberty Hall. Want to come along?
Thanks, but I think I'm going to head over to the Student Fitness Center for a quick workout.
Okay, cool. Catch up with you later.
All right.
Liberty Hall is one of the newest buildings on campus. It's home to EVCC's health sciences and public safety programs, which include nursing, medical assisting, criminal justice and fire science, among others. Liberty has its own bookstore, where students can buy health science supplies or grab a snack. Whoa, look at the time. I need to get to MTech. Let me drop you off with Annie on the way.
Oh, hi, that was quick. Welcome to the Walt Price Student Fitness Center. Students enrolled at EVCC have free access to the fitness center. Just show your student ID to use the weight room, treadmills, or climbing wall anytime the gym is open. Physical education, yoga, and kickboxing classes are offered, and the Student Fitness Center is home to the Trojans, EVCC's 11 athletic teams, which include soccer, baseball, softball, basketball, track and field, cross country, and women's volleyball. Plus, it's a great place to unwind after a tough test or too many hours of studying. Hey, Paulo wants to know if you want to check out MTech. I'll tell him you're on your way.
You made it! For the next part of our tour, I thought I would show you around MTech, the Advanced Manufacturing Training and Education Center. MTech offers certificates that build to a college degree and family-wage jobs in the manufacturing industry. Programs include manufacturing pre-employment, engineering technology, composites technician, welding and fabrication, precision machining, and mechatronics. MTech students get the opportunity to work on exciting projects, like building radio-controlled cars and drones. Well, I better get back to class. Why don't you join Annie up in Park Student Union to finish up on our tour?
Hi, glad you found your way up from MTech. This is Park Student Union, kind of the hub for students on campus. This is where students enroll, register, pay tuition, buy parking permits, bus passes, and more. It's also home to Student Life, EVCC's Center for Leadership, Inclusion, Fun, and Engagement. With over 40 student clubs and organizations, information about campus event, and student leadership opportunities, Student Life is a great place for students to get involved and connected to campus. You can also find out about student housing through Student Life. Living on campus is a great way to meet friends, and student housing residents are only steps away from classes, the fitness center, transit center, and more. Another great feature of Parks is the Parks Cafe. With a great variety of food at reasonable prices, Parks Cafe is a great place to eat, study, or just hang out with friends. Parks is also where students can get their student ID and buy their books.
Hey, how did it go?
Great, we're just wrapping up.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for joining us for a tour of EVCC.
Hopefully we've given you a taste of what EVCC is all about.
If you'd like to learn more about how you can become a student here, visit the website.
Or better yet, schedule a tour and see everything EVCC has to offer. Bye!
Welcome back once again to Larry Walker Court. I'm Michael Ghost. I'll be bringing you through the evening as we've got women's and men's basketball action as your Everett Trojans are taking on the Olympic Rangers. Both teams coming off losses to the same team. Olympic fell to Edmonds on Monday in a snow makeup game. Everett, they fell on Saturday to Edmonds in an overtime shocker. Both teams looking to get back on track. Everett 2-1 in conference play. Olympic looking for their first victory. Everett having their first loss on Saturday. Speaking of snowouts, we were snowed out last Wednesday, and that game is going to be made up on a Sunday, February 2nd. Now, I know that there is another sporting event going on there, but we've got those scheduled earlier in the day for you. So you can still catch all the action here and still catch the game at home. It's going to be noon for the women, 2 o'clock for the men, Sunday, February 2nd. So hope to see you here or see you online, or at the very least, you know, we archive these, so if you're going to miss it, you can come back and see the action later on. We're just about ready to get underway, so let's go down courtside to PA announcer Dan Murphy for the anthem and the opening lineups.
Please stand and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem. Now, let's meet the teams. First, for the visiting Rangers from Olympic College, a 5'2" sophomore from Decatur High School, number 4, Kiera Sullivan. A 5'6" freshman from Peninsula, number 13, Esther Papulas. A 5'10" freshman from Thomas Jefferson, number 23, Isis Crew. A 5'6" freshman from Shelton, number 25, Timber Ware. And a 5'10" freshman from Eagle River, Alaska, number 32, Grace Harder. Assistant coach is Allison Chandler, and the head coach of the Rangers, Dave Hawkins. And now, your Everett Community College Trojans. A 5'5" freshman from Henry Kaiser High School in Hawaii, number 1, Trinity Kahunahona. A 5'7" sophomore from Snohomish High School, number 10, Morgan Marshall. A 5'11" forward from Jackson High School, number 14, Alexa Martin. A 5'9" sophomore from Mariner High School, number 23, Hannah Hezekiah. And a 5'8" forward from Reno, Nevada, number 32, Larsa Guzman. The Trojans are assisted by Deidre Miller, Cheryl Sorensen, and Rachel Swartz. And the head coach is Chet Hovde.
And that is our starting lineup. Kahuna Hana, Marshall, Martin, Hezekiah, and Guzman. And we are ready to get underway. Trojans versus the Rangers, coming to you live from Larry Walker Court at the Walt Price Fitness Center, Everett Community College, Everett, Washington, state of Washington, United States of America. A few last-minute instructions, and we are ready to get underway. Trojans in their white with red letters and red striping. Rangers, that's either dark blue or black. If it's dark blue, it's very dark blue. My perch up here, I can't quite tell, but I believe they're wearing their black jerseys, red striping and white lettering, and the tip goes Everett's way. Hezekiah with the ball. Over to Marshall, back to Hezekiah. Out to Kahuna Hana, back to Hezekiah. Kahuna Hana. Over to Guzman. Martin. Eventually Hezekiah with the shot off the back iron, straight out to Kahuna Hana. Makes the pass back outside to Hezekiah. Works her way into the corner to Guzman, and Guzman drains that one for 3. And Everett's on the board, 3-0. Sullivan brings it across for Olympic. Underneath to Harder. Couple of shots won't go in. Rebound to the Trojans. Hezekiah underneath. Up and in and good. 5-0 for Everett. Ware with the ball. Passes it off to Crew. Over to Populous. Back to Crew. Hands it off to Sullivan. Sullivan tries to get underneath, dribbles it off of her foot and out of bounds. Turnover goes to Everett. Martin with the inbounds. Kahuna Hana brings it across. Back to Martin. Works his way out to Hezekiah. Kahuna Hana. Guzman sends it underneath to Martin. Shot is blocked. Olympic ball. Sullivan works it across. Sullivan with the shot for 3 off the back iron. No good. Rebound. Hezekiah. Up to Kahuna Hana. Underhand shot. Bounces around but falls off. Rebound Olympic. Ware working underneath. To Harder for the shot, and Olympics on the board. 5-2 Everett lead. Trinity working across. Passes it in to Hezekiah. Back to Kahuna Hana. Marshall outside to Hezekiah. She works underneath. Pass bounces around right back to Hezekiah. Shot is blocked again. Sullivan tries to make the pass, get some contact. Foul on Morgan Marshall. Her first personal and the first foul of the game. Inbound goes to Cruz. She gets it out to Sullivan. To Ware. Shot is no good. Rebound Hezekiah. Passes it off to Trinity. Pass inside to Marshall, gets knocked away. Last touch by Olympic. Everett keeps possession. Oh, foul called on there. That's going to be on Timber Ware. First foul for Olympic. Hezekiah takes the three and drains that one. 8-2 Everett lead. Sullivan brings it across. Passes off to Populus. Populus pass underneath is a little errant. Snagged by Hezekiah. Kahunahana brings it across. Passes off to Guzman. Guzman outside to Martin. And Martin drops it in. 11-2 Everett lead. Trojans dropping the three so far in the first quarter. Populus passes off to Crew. Crew over to Ware. Ware underneath. Shot no good, but she draws a foul. Now one called on Hezekiah. Hannah's first foul of the game. Shooting foul will drive Ware to the line. Guzman and Kahunahana taking a seat. Macy Delaney in. Miliana Turner. And the first shot is up and good. Ready for Ware's second shot. That one is good as well. 11-4 the difference. Hezekiah brings it across. Working around the outside. Set up to Turner. Out to Marshall. To Martin. Out to Delaney. Clock running down. Martin's shot is good for three. 14-4. 2-pointers are so boring. Let's just do threes today. Hannah coming off of a 41-point game where she was 7 for 11 from outside the arc. And we got a quick timeout. We're going to take a little break as well. Be back for more second half action coming up just a moment. You're watching Trojans Live.
Hi, my name is Chuck Watts from Z Sport. When this car has an engine in it, it only uses AMSOIL synthetic motor oil. I invite you this month to try an AMSOIL synthetic oil change for yourself, only at Z Sport Automotive.
And we're back. Take a quick look at stats just to see what Everett is doing. 4 for 5 from the three-point range. 5 of 9 from the field. Hope they can keep that up. 55.6% from the field, 80% outside the arc. And currently holding a 10-point lead over Olympic. And we're ready to get underway again. Inbounds coming right underneath us. Populus inbounds to Crew. He gives it right back. Simpson on the court. Shot clock running down. She takes the shot a little bit late, at least by my eye. Well, they're going to say she got it off. Caught iron and she got the rebound, so new shot clock. Crew drives in, misses the shot, but draws a foul. So we'll be back at the line for 2.
Foul on number 14, Alexa Martin, first personal, third team foul.
Foul on Alexa Martin, first personal, third team foul for the Trojans. ISIS Crew at the line, and I think that one was a little bit short. Crew from Thomas Jefferson High School in Federal Way. Second one got the rim. It rolled out. Hezekiah bringing it in. Passes it outside to Marshall. Marshall to Martin. Martin to Delaney. Delaney gives it over to Turner. Eventually ends up in the hands of Marshall underneath the basket. Falling down, can't make the shot. Rangers with the ball. Sullivan brings it across. Tried to pass underneath. Intercepted easily by Hannah. Underneath to Marshall. High layup off the glass is good. 16-4 Everett lead. Sullivan working in. Shot goes over, no good, but rebounded by Olympic. Side to Populus. No good. Rebound Martin. Delaney's shot is no good. Olympic bringing it across. Sullivan over to Simpson. For Simonson, pardon me. Need my readers on when I'm looking at my lineup sheet. Taken away by Everett. Over in the corner, three-point shot, and it's good. Alexa Martin from Jackson High School draining that one from the corner. 19-4. Everett with a 15-point advantage. 2.5 minutes to go. A little shoulder action there. That's going to be Macy Delaney's first foul.
Fouls on Macy Delaney, first personal, 14 foul. Esther Papulis over at the line, checking in for Olympic number 32, Grace Harder.
Mr. Papuleus from Olalla, Washington, up to the line. That one bounces in. And the second shot, off the rim, no good. Rebound by Turner. Delaney with the ball. Gets it outside to Hezekiah. Chases Marshall out of the corner. Underneath to Martin, who hits the deck and rolls that one out of bounds. Turnover goes to Olympic. Brianna Lammy in the game. Brings it across. Underneath to Harder. Can't get the shot up. Ball's turned over to the Trojans. Hezekiah, a little resistance, brings it across. Tries to take it all the way in there, but we had a whistle and a foul. First foul on Papuleus. Substitutions on both sides. Alexa Martin taking a seat. Delaney with the ball. Kicks it out to Hezekiah. Passes it underneath. Up and good from Raven Rosalasco. from Mauna Lua High School in Honolulu. Simonson with the ball. Passes it over to Jewell. Jewell tries to get it underneath to Harder. Turnover. Taken away by Everett. Hezekiah behind the back dribble. Delaney working underneath. Hook shot in and good. 23-5 the advantage. 47.8 seconds left, and we're going to take another quick timeout. We'll be back with more action coming your way next. You are watching Trojans Live, coming to you live from Larry Walker Court. Be back after this.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
And we are back to action. Rangers bringing it across. Harder with the travel, trying to get underneath. Guzman inbounds to Hezekiah. Brings it across. Going to bring it back out again. Trying to work her way in almost to midcourt. Clock running down. Takes a three and off the rim. Rebound Olympic. And the clock's going to run out before she can get a shot off. That's the end of the first quarter. 23-5 the difference. We'll be back with second quarter action coming up next on Trojans Live.
Hi, my name is Chuck Watts from Z Sport. When this car has an engine in it, it only uses AMSOIL synthetic motor oil. I invite you this month to try an AMSOIL synthetic oil change for yourself, only at Z Sport Automotive.
First quarter totals for the Trojans from the field. They're 9 for 16, 56.3%, 5 for 7 from three-point range, 71.4%. They haven't been to the line yet. Olympic is 1 for 8 from the field, 0 for 3 from three-point range, and they are 50%, 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Individual stats, Alexa Martin leading all scorers with 9. Hezekiah with 5. Guzman 3. 2 apiece from Marshall Delaney and Rosalotsko. We are ready to get underway. Ball to Olympic. Haley Rodriguez working it in. Gives that up to Ware. Ware gets it underneath to Jewell. Back out to Ware. Populous. Back to Rodriguez, who gets underneath. Passes outside. Shot up. No good from Harder. That goes out of bounds. Last touch by Everett. Olympic gets the ball back with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Inbounds, goes out to Rodriguez. Over to Ware. Back to Rodriguez. Hands it off to Populous. Works into the corner to Jewell. Her shot is no good. A rebound by Martin. Kahuna Hana back in the game, brings it across. So Trinity passes out to Martin. Martin shot off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Rangers. Rangers doing a pretty good job on the defensive glass. They just can't get those shots to fall, just like that one. Out of bounds, last touch by Olympic. Inbounds goes to Hezekiah. Hannah brings it across. Loses a handle on it, gets it back in time. Rosalasco driving in, no good. Ware working underneath. Kicks it outside. Three-point shot off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound Everett. Hezekiah passes up to Martin. Puts a shot up. It drops. And foul called. Second foul on Papulus. Martin goes to the line for the +1. 20-point advantage for Everett. Chance to make it 21. And she does. 26-5, Everett lead. Sullivan brings it across. Looks like we got a reach-in foul. First foul on Trinity Kahunahana. Inbounds to Jewell. Gives it up to Crew. Crew out to Sullivan. Smacked away by Kahunahana. We'll say Trinity touched it last. Shot clock down to 11. Timber Ware with the inbound. Beats it to Jewell. Jewell over to Sullivan. 5 seconds on the clock. Shot didn't catch iron, but that doesn't matter. Rebound Everett. Guzman kicks it out to Rosalasco. Gives it up to Kahunahana. Trinity passes off to Martin. Martin brings it back underneath. Got a little tangled up. Couldn't get the pass off before she put her other foot down and got called for the travel.
Checking for number 23, Isis Crew.
Isis Crew back in. Taking a rest will be Grace Harder. Pass underneath, taken away. We'll have to look at the steals numbers at halftime. Shot from Rosalasco. No good. Rebound Olympic. 7 to go in the half. Timber Ware trapped over there. She gets the ball away. Gives it up to Jewell. Jewell to Sullivan. Sullivan tries to work underneath, gets roadblocked. Jewell shot, bounces high and drops in. Makes it a 26-8 game. Hezekiah looks at the three from the corner, doesn't take it. Works its way around to Guzman. And we're going to get a whistle. Foul's going to be called on Guzman. Or no, Alexa Martin, pardon me. Martin's second foul of the game. And Alexa's going to take a seat. Going to bring Turner back in. Brianna Lamy brings it across for Olympic. Calls out some instructions. Isis Crew pass underneath. Up and in for Jewell, and she'll go to the line for one more. First foul on Rosalasco. Sends Jewel to the line, where Olympic's done fairly well tonight. And that's off the back iron. Rebound. Sealed out by Turner. Has Zakaya with the ball. She'll take the shot. Off the glass and in. 28-10 Everett lead. Smacked away by Rosalasco. Or pardon me, by Turner. Shot from Papulus is no good. Rebound by Turner. Guzman with the ball. Works underneath. Kicks it outside to Turner. To Kahunahana. She works underneath. Off the glass. Bouncing in and good. Everett up to 30. 20-point lead. Pass underneath goes to Jewel, but that one won't roll in. Kahunahana works underneath. Takes a few too many steps before her pass. Travel call. Ball goes back to Olympic, and we are going to get a timeout. 4:55 left in the second quarter. 30-10, the Everett lead. We'll be back right after this.
I chose Everett Community College because I'm the youngest of 3 siblings, and we are all first-generation students. All my sisters came here, so I'm following in their footsteps to pursue higher education while saving money. My advice to others would be to be proud for considering a community college, especially Everett Community College, because it's a beautiful, diverse, and inclusive campus that is really worth attending. Take your next step at everettcc.edu.
Hi, my name is Chuck Watts from Z Sport. When this car has an engine in it, it only uses AMSOIL synthetic motor oil. I invite you this month to try an AMSOIL synthetic oil change for yourself, only at Z Sport Automotive.
Taking a look at the team stats, I was curious, and 5 steals already for Everett. Also 7 fouls already for Everett, playing pretty aggressive out there on defense. Let's look at some other stats. 10 assists for the Trojans. Now we are back to action. Lammy brings it across. Simonson passes underneath to Jewel. Jewel puts that one in. 30-12, the Everett lead. Martin to Hezekiah. Hannah's shot is blocked. Lammy kind of lost the handle on that, went back and got it. Over in the corner, Papulus drops that one in, makes it a 30-14 game, 16-point difference now. Kahunahana underneath, going to get a kick ball called. Possession stays with the Trojans. Foul on Haley Simonson, her first. Flipped into Martin. Martin turn, puts that one up and misses the rim completely. Rebound Olympic. Papulus out to Simonson, and Simonson drops in a 3. Olympics suddenly getting hot here. It's a 13-point game where it was 20 just a moment ago. Kahunahana Passes out to Marshall. Hezekiah over to Turner. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor. 13-point ball game. 3:23 left to go. We'll be back right after this.
Most people want their dreams to happen right now. They want to achieve everything overnight. But if a dream can come true that quickly, it's probably not that much of a dream. I know, I'm just a kid. I know my dream is crazy. But I know I'm going to be an overnight success. Even if it takes 10 years.
Got a mountain to climb or a hill to walk up, either way it'll cost you. So I'm going for the big things, yeah.
Three minutes, 23 seconds left on the game clock, 11 on the shot clock. 30-17 on the scoreboard. Trojans on top. Morgan Marshall to inbounds. Marshall gives it up to Kahunahana. Pass underneath goes right to Isis Jewell, unfortunately. Lammy puts the whammy on it. 2 more points for Olympic, and it's an 11-point difference. Olympic staging the comeback here in the second quarter. Marshall with the ball. Gets outside to Hezekiah. She steps back for a three, and it is good. No, they're going to say her foot was on the line. That looked like a three to me. They're saying that was 2. 32-19 the difference now. Shot from Isis Crew, no good. Rebound Everett. Pressure being put on by Simonson. Gets it out to Guzman. Back to Kahunahana. Trinity puts that one up. It is good. 34-19. Everett pushes back. Gets it back to 15. Lammy brings it across. Under to Crew. Out to Populous. Her shot is no good. Rebound to Marshall. Morgan brings it all the way back herself. With Kahunahana over to Turner. Turner's shot off the front iron, no good. Kahunahana gives a poke at the rebound, but it goes to Olympic. Hezekiah being a little annoying in the backcourt on defense. Simonson passes over to Populous. Goes underneath and absolutely getting mugged was Kahunahana. Isis Crew just driving her down to the boards. Refs are going to talk that one over. And the foul is going to be assessed on Isis Crew. Trinity is going to get her breath back and stay in the game. She's going to inbound it. Hezekiah brings it across. Tries the bounce pass, and it gets intercepted. Fabulous pass underneath to Crew. Crew shot no good. Rebound to Turner. Kahunahana brings it across. 1 minute to go. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Quick passes, ends up with Turner. Turner gets it underneath to Hezekiah. Fade away off the rim, no good. Rebound goes to Crew. Crew's going to give up to Lammy. Brianna Lammy brings it across. Pass over to Simonson. Simonson gives it up to Papulus. Her shot is no good. Rebound Everett. Hannah with the ball. 20 seconds on the clock. Shot clock is off. Trinity trying to work her way in. .3 on the clock when the whistle blows. Shot was good, but they aren't going to give her continuation. Foul, second shot on Haley Simonson. 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Hezekiah can't get that one off. And that is how we're going to end the first half. 34-19, Trojans with a 15-point advantage. We're going to take a short break and come back with some halftime stats and then take a little break before the second half action. We'll be back after this.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Bottom, the official ball of you.
I chose Everett Community College because I'm the youngest of 3 siblings, and we are all first-generation students. All my sisters came here, so I'm following in their footsteps to pursue higher education while saving money. My advice to others would be to be proud for considering a community college, especially Everett Community College, because it's a beautiful, diverse, and inclusive campus that is really worth attending. Take your next step at everettcc.edu.
Most people want their dreams to happen right now. They want to achieve everything overnight. But if a dream can come true that quickly, it's probably not that much of a dream. I know, I'm just a kid. I know my dream is crazy. But I know I'm going to be an overnight success. Even if it takes 10 years.
Got a mountain to climb or a hill to walk up, either way it'll cost you. So I'm going for the big things, yeah.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Hi, my name is Chuck Watts from Z Sport. When this car has an engine in it, it only uses AMSOIL synthetic motor oil. I invite you this month to try an AMSOIL synthetic oil change for yourself, only at Z Sport Automotive.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Halftime at the Walt Price Fitness Center. Taking a look at individual stats. We'll start with visiting Olympic Rangers. Caitlin Jewell leads the Rangers with 7 points on 3 for 6 shooting from the field. Haley Simonson and Esther Papuleus have 3 apiece. They're followed up by 2 apiece from Lammy, Ware, and Harder for your Everett Trojans. Alexa Martin leads all scorers with 12. She's followed by Hannah Hezekiah's 9, Trinity Kahunahana with 4, Larza Guzman with 3, and 2 apiece from Marshall Delaney and Rosa Lasco. Take a look at some team stats. I'll get them to come up on my stat page here. There we go. Trojans, 34 points, is on 14 of 28 shooting. That is exactly 50% from the field. 5 of 10 from three-point range. That is exactly 50% as well. And they are 1 for 1, perfect from the free throw line. Olympics 19 points come from 7 of 25 shooting from the field. 2 of 10 from three-point range, and they are 3 for 7 from the free throw line. Turnover battle is going to Olympic 8-5. Points off turnovers, though, going to Everett 12-4. Total rebounds, Everett has the edge, 18-17. Offensive rebounds, Olympic 4-1. Defensive rebounds, Everett leads the way, 17-13. 10 assists for Everett to 6 for Olympic. Olympic with 2 blocks. Everett hasn't managed to block yet. Everett on the steals, though. They've got 5 to Olympic's 2. Points off the bench. Olympic scoring off the bench. 12 points to Everett's 4. Second chance points. Everett with 3 to Olympic's 0. Both teams rebounding well. Points in the paint. Everett scoring underneath for 14 points to Olympic's 6. And neither team has a fast break point yet. We've got about 5 minutes or 5.5 minutes left until second half action. You are watching Trojans Live. Taking a look ahead on the schedule for the Trojans. After action tonight, they will be moving on to Peninsula, heading out to Port Angeles to take on the Pirates. Then we'll be back home once again to take on Bellevue next Wednesday, January 29th. The Bulldogs coming into town, 5 o'clock tip for the women, 7 o'clock for the men. Then we are off on Saturday. Saturday is their off day. Normally that's the day that you would be making up the snow game. But unfortunately the gym was already booked that day, so they had to bump it over to Sunday. So Sunday the 2nd, Shoreline will be coming into town. So back-to-back home dates, Wednesday to Sunday for the Trojans. Those games with Shoreline it's going to be a 2 o'clock tip for the women's game. I think I said noon earlier. It's a 2 o'clock tip for the women's game, 4 o'clock for the men. And we'll be bringing that to you live, both of those games, Bellevue and Shoreline, on Trojans Live. And we have some action going down here on the court. Let's zoom right in there. She said yes. I think that is the first on-court proposal we've had here, at least that I've seen. And they're going to get some pictures here. We just had a future set right here at Everett Community College. So that makeup game is Sunday, February 2nd, 2 o'clock tip for the women. 4 o'clock tip for the men, and we do know that there's some other sporting event that happens to be going on that Sunday, but nobody wants to watch the 49ers play, even if they're going to lose, which I know they're going to lose. We'll have that game for you live here, and if you just can't peel yourself away from football you know you can come back and watch it anytime you'd like to. You can watch all of our games as we archive them here on Trojans Live. Just under a minute to go before we're ready for the second half. Rangers coming out onto the court. Trojans coming out onto the court. We're ready for second half. Marshall's going to handle the inbounds. Trojans lead 34-19. Morgan to Trinity. Passes it back to Marshall. Marshall to Martin. Underneath to Hezekiah. Her shot is no good, but she draws a foul. And will go to the line. Third foul of the game against Esther Papulus. And his first shot. Nothing but net. Barely even rattled the twine. Second one rims out. 35-19 Trojans. 16-point advantage here early in the third quarter. Papulus. Out to Ware. Ware sends it over to Lammy. Lammy puts it in underneath to Harder. Harder puts it up and in for Olympics' first points in the second half. Makes it a 14-point game. Kahuna Hana gives up to Martin. Martin over to Guzman. Out to Hezekiah. Hezekiah for three. And that one is good. 38-21 Everett. Which makes it a 17-point game. Lammy works across. Harder. Passes it over in the corner. Comes back out to Crew. Crew over to Lammy. Lammy for three. Off the back iron. Rebound Everett. Martin with the rebound. Pass underneath to Marshall, and she's good. 19-point difference, and Olympic wants to talk about it. 8 minutes, 26 seconds left. It's 40-21. Everett with the lead. We'll be back on Trojans Live.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
We're back to Larry Walker Court. 8 minutes, 26 seconds on the clock. Your Everett Trojans leading by 19, 40-21. We'll be coming to you live again next Wednesday night. Same location, same time. 5 o'clock tip-off for the Trojan women. 7 o'clock for the men. We've got a men's game coming up tonight. That'll be at 7 o'clock or a little bit after this game, depending on the timing. Olympics ready. Everett's coming out. Morgan Marshall enjoying the music. All right, Olympic with the ball. Lammy's going to bring it across. Kahuna Hana guarding her. Ware passes underneath to Crew. Crew's shot is up and in. Makes it a 17-point ball game. Trinity with the ball. Passes off, gets back to her. Out to Marshall. Marshall's shot off the rim, sends her onto her rump. No good. Lummy with the ball. Over to Simonson. Simonson's pass is batted away, batted around, but it goes back to Olympic. Shot from Simonson, catches nothing but air and goes out of bounds. Turnover to Everett. Trinity brings it across. Passes underneath to Hezekiah. Her shot is good. Makes it a 19-point game again. Lammy brings it across. Passes out to Crew. Back to Lammy. Passes underneath to Ware. She tries to put it up. No good. Rebound and second chance goes to Harder. 25 for Olympic now. Kahuna Hana. Over to Marshall. Marshall shot. Bounces off, no good. Rebound, Olympic. Lammy brings it across. Works off the pick. Into the corner to Simonson. Simonson's three catches air. The rebound goes to Marshall. Gives it up to Trinity. Over in the corner to Hezekiah. Steps inside three-point range. Bounces that one high off the back iron. Out of bounds, last touched by Olympic. Everett keeps the ball with 20 on the shot clock. Larsa Guzman inbounds to Marshall. Marshall shot. Bounces the twine. Makes it a 45-25 game, 20-point advantage for Everett. Everett had a 20-point lead before it got whittled down to 11 in the last quarter. Nice shot there by Crew. Makes it 18 points the difference. Trinity with the ball, works underneath. Passes outside. Kicked over to Hannah. Hezekiah's shot rattles out, no good. Guzman tries to save that one, but catches it on her leg. Ball turns over to Olympic. Jewell inbounds to Rodriguez. Haley Rodriguez from South Kitsap High School in Port Orchard. Works off the pick. Pass out to Ware. Poked away by Kahuna Hana, but ref says she got a little bit of flesh there as well, so that's going to be her second foul on Trinity. Timber Ware to inbounds. Gets it to Jewell. Jewell passes out to Rodriguez. She gets sealed up underneath. Pass goes outside to Jewell. Over to Rodriguez, and she drops it for three. And we got a 15-point game. Over in the corner to Hezekiah. She's going to bring it under and dribbles it off of her foot. Off the left foot and out of bounds. Turnover to Olympic. And we are going to get a timeout. 45-13 is the difference. Just a second under 5 minutes to go. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, my name is Chuck Watts from Z Sport. When this car has an engine in it, it only uses AMSOIL synthetic motor oil. I invite you this month to try an AMSOIL synthetic oil change for yourself, only at Z Sport Automotive.
.59 on the clock, 15-point lead for your Everett Trojans, 45-30. Ranger ball. Jules going to inbound to Rodriguez. She's going to get a little help. That's actually going to go to Simonson. Simonson trapped in the backcourt. Poked away, but she gets the ball back, and a timeout is called to rescue her. So we are going to take another little break. 4:52 to go now, still 45-13. Back after this.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Back to the action. Everett with a smothering pressure in the backcourt. Brought Olympic down to one foul or one timeout left here with 4:45 to go in the third quarter. Rodriguez trying to find her way in. Gives it up to Simonson. Simonson works off the pick. Gives it up to Harder. Harder's shot at the buzzer is no good. Rebound to Everett. Long pass to Marshall. Marshall gets upended at the line. And that's going to send her to the free throw line. First foul on Caitlin Jewell. Marshall's first shot. Rattles in good. 16-point game, 46-30. Trojan men have been sitting down here underneath us watching. They are marching off the court, headed to the locker room. Second shot is good. They get 47-30. Isis Crew in for Grace Harder for the Rangers. Rangers ball. Everett still with the full court press. Tapped away by Kahuna Hana, and they are going to say that she got a little wrist again. That is her third foul of the game. Timber Ware is going to inbound. Gets it into Crew. Crew with a long pass to Rodriguez that goes a little bit too long. And out of bounds. Alexa Martin inbounds to Guzman. She brings it across. Gets it into Martin, out to Marshall. Marshall sends it out to Hezekiah. Back to Marshall. Marshall to Martin. Martin underneath loses a handle on that, out of bounds. That's going to go back to Olympic. Rodriguez brings it across. Gives up to Simonson. Over to Ware. Ware underneath to Jewell. Jewell shot off the rim, no good. Gets a rebound for a second, but it's tapped away. That one's poked out of bounds. Last touched by Olympic. Kahunahana lets that one go, so they have a chance to reset. Hezekiah inbounds to Trinity. Goes over to Guzman. Out to Hezekiah. Bounces it to Kahunahana. Trinity over to Marshall. Marshall under to Martin. Out to Trinity. Back to Marshall. 4 on the clock. Hezekiah's 3, no good, and doesn't catch any rim, so that's going to go back to Olympic either way. But the Rangers get the rebound. Ware works underneath. Her shot's no good. Rebound Olympic. Simonson. Air ball. Rebound Olympic. 10 seconds on the clock. Jewell underneath to Crew. Crew's shot is no good. Rebound by Trinity. Long pass up to Marshall. Marshall's shot is good. Makes it a 19-point game, 49-30. Rodriguez. Bounce pass. It's off the hands, goes to Simonson. Simonson. Passes out to Ware. Ware back to Simonson. Over to Rodriguez. Bounces it over to Crew for the shot, and the three-pointer is good. Makes it a 16-point game, 49-33. Trinity with the ball. Pass over to Marshall. Back to Kahunahana. Underneath to Martin. Martin to Marshall to Hezekiah for 3. 52-33, 19-point game again. Ware works inside. Her shot no good, but the second chance goes up from Jewell, and it's good. 52-35 now. Kahunahana works the cross. Underneath to Martin. Her shot off the glass is good. 54-35, back to 19. Inside a minute. Simonson. Pass underneath. Shot is up and good from Jewell. Hezekiah inbound to Kahunahana, who brings it across. Trinity working her way around. Pass outside to Marshall. Marshall shot rattles in and out. Olympic with the rebound. They're going to slow it down a bit, trying to make this the last shot. 25 seconds to go. Long pass over to Simonson. Pass gets back to Simonson. Rodriguez. Pass inside. Taken away by Hezekiah, but poked out of bounds. 13.6 seconds on the clock, and Everett with the ball. Marshall's going to inbound to Guzman. Guzman brings it across. 10 seconds. Working her way inside. Gives it up to Hezekiah. 4 seconds. Her shot underneath is good, and there's the buzzer. 56-37 at the end of 3. 19-point game. We'll be back with fourth quarter action coming your way next. You are watching Trojans Live.
Amazing, diverse, beautiful community. When new students ask me how to describe Everett Community College, this is what I say. I'm proud that I chose EVCC. Take your next step at everettcc.edu.
Well, after 3 quarters of play, Trojans 56 points coming off of 22 of 42 shooting from the field, 52.4%. 8 of 17 for 41.1% from three-point range. They are 4 of 5 from the charity stripe. Olympics, 37 points. They are 15 of 43 from the field, 4 of 15 from three-point range, and 3 of 7 from the foul line. 10 minutes left to go. Trojans lead 56-37. And possession starts out with Olympic. Crew inbounds to Sullivan. Sullivan over to Simonson. Gives that to Papulus, back to Simonson. Pass goes off the feet of Marshall. She wrestles that one away. But they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Everett, and Olympic just inbounded it. Hezekiah passes over to Delaney, and we got a foul. Whistle off the ball is on Martin. Her third personal. Ball goes back to Olympic. Sullivan with the ball. Sullivan tries to put it up, gets that one blocked down. Hezekiah brings it back. Delaney, pass over to Marshall, out to Guzman. Pass underneath to Hezekiah is taken away by Sullivan. Cheever brings it across. Gives it over to Simonson for 3, rattles out. Rebound batted around. They're going to say last touched by Harder. Rachel Hendrickson coming into the game for the first time. Alexa Martin's going to get a rest. Refs are talking it over. And they're going to say it was last touched by Everett after all. Coach Chet Hovde getting up off of his seat, saying, "Are you sure about that?" 3-point shot from Crew is no good. Rebound to Everett. Guzman passes over to Hezekiah. He sends it out to Marshall. Marshall's 3 spins in and out. Rebound was by Hendrickson. Put back no good. Olympic with the rebound. Lammy with the ball. She'll take the shot. Off the front iron, no good. Rebound Simonson. Bounce pass underneath. Contested shot, no good. Rebound by Olympics. Putback's no good. Eventually comes down to Guzman. Larson will bring it across. It's off to Delaney. Back to Guzman. Back to Delaney. She'll work underneath. And we get a whistle. Foul is going to be on Isis Crew. Second personal for Crew. Shot up from Guzman is good. 58-37. Everett with the 21-point lead now. I believe first time they've gotten the lead up to 21. Papulus working her way in, kicks it outside for the shot. Rattles off no good. Simonson with the rebound. Tries to find her way out, passes out instead. Lammy with the shot. That one's no good. Rebound goes to Hendrickson. Rachel Hendrickson from Mariner High School. Shot up and rolls off from Marshall. Rebound is good though. Macy Delaney with the shot and one more. Grace Harder with the foul, her first of the game. Delaney goes up for the and one. And it is good. 61-37 Trojans lead. Lammy brings it across. Out to Simonson. Simonson gives up to Crew. Crew gives it up, and that was intercepted by Hannah Hezekiah. Marshall passes out to Guzman. Guzman shot off the rim, no good. Rebound Olympic. Lammy brings it across. Shot underneath from Harder is good. 61-39. It's a 22-point difference. Turnover goes to Olympic. Crew inbounds to Lammy. Brianna Lammy brings it across. Pass underneath goes right to Hannah Hezekiah. And pass ahead to Morgan Marshall, who puts it up and in. Makes it a 24-point game. Populous gives up to Harder. Harder's shot isn't going to matter. Foul is called on Populous, her fourth foul. Populous playing with 4 fouls now. She is the first of the 4-foul club, I believe. Guzman brings it across. Passes over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson to Delaney. Out to Hezekiah. Back to Hezekiah. Under to Marshall. Marshall shot. Nice off the glass. 65-39. Lammy brings it over. Pass just saved inbounds, but it's going to be fought over now. And Hendrickson looked like she was going to get it, but it's quickly snatched back. And possession is going to stay with Olympic. Got a mass shuffling of players out there. Taking a rest for Everett is Guzman. Olympic ball, just under 5 minutes to go. Crew trapped underneath there. Gives it up to Rodriguez. Sends it outside to Populous. Drops that one in. 65-41 the game now. 4.5 to go with Hezekiah. Working underneath. She'll just turn and put that one up off the front iron. No good. Olympic with the ball. Populous passes outside to Crew. Crew gets it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez shot. Off the glass, no good. Delaney passes off to Hezekiah. Hezekiah works around. Gets a pick from Hendrickson. Hendrickson gets it underneath to Marshall. Marshall's shot is no good, but she's sent down to the court. And she'll be going to the line for two. Haley Rodriguez's first foul, and that's going to be a timeout. Called by Everett, 65-41 the ball game. We'll be back for the rest of the fourth quarter after this.
Hi, my name's Chuck Watts from Z Sport. When this car has an engine in it, it only uses AMSOIL synthetic motor oil. I invite you this month to try an AMSOIL synthetic oil change for yourself, only at Z Sport Automotive.
I chose Everett Community College because I'm the youngest of 3 siblings, and we are all first-generation students. All my sisters came here, so I'm following in their footsteps to pursue higher education while saving money. My advice to others would be to be proud for considering a community college, especially Everett Community College, because it's a beautiful, diverse, and inclusive campus that is really worth attending. Take your next step at everettcc.edu.
3:48 to go in this contest. Trojans lead 65-41. And the concession stand is calling me. I'm going to be going down for a hot dog in between games. Hope you'll join me. So we've got some men's basketball coming up after this contest. Trojans ready to go. The ref's telling the Rangers to hurry it up and get out here. I think they want a hot dog too. And we are ready. Marshall at the line, shooting 2. First shot is good. Makes it 66-41, a 25-point margin now. Trojans gradually pulling away. That one rattles off, no good. Rebound by Isis Crew. Rodriguez with the ball, gets it into the corner. Back to her. Underneath to Crew. Her shot spins around on the rim and falls in. And she'll be going for one more. Second foul on Hannah Hezekiah. Guzman and Rosalasco coming in the game. Didn't see the other player, but Hannah Hezekiah is taking a seat. Actually looks like Marshall is the other one. Shot no good. Marshall's heading over to the trainer's table for a minute. Favoring the right foot just a little. Looks like she's just talking it over. Ball goes back to Olympic. No, she's going to lay down on the trainer's table. She's getting a little lower back massage. She might be tightening up a little bit. Shot from the corner. Just catches the bottom of the twine without going through the big hole at the top. 3 minutes to go. Trojans with the ball. Guzman gives it up to Delaney. Over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson over to Guzman. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Over to Hendrickson. Tries to get it underneath and just overthrows Rosalasco a little bit. Ball goes back to Olympic. Long throw to Ware. Ware puts it up, rattles out, no good. Rebound Everett, 2.5 to go. Delaney working it in. Steps out of bounds, trying to avoid Timber Ware at the line. Ball goes back to Olympic. Inbound to Rodriguez. She brings it across. Gives it up to Jewel. Jewel works in. Looks to pass it. Batted away and turned over to Everett. Turner with the ball. It's up to Rosalasco. Over to Hendrickson. To Guzman. And we got a whistle for traveling. 1 minute 38 to go in a 23-point ball game. Rodriguez brings it across. Shot up from Rodriguez is good. Makes it 66-43 for 23-point difference. And we get a foul. Foul on Olympic. That's going to be on Papulus, and that is her game. Foul number 5. She'll sit the rest of this one out. And that's going to send Guzman up to the line. Bring Haley Simonson in to fill the slot that's been vacated. First shot. Pardon me, Trinity Kahunahana looking down on my wrong sheet. Kahunahana puts that one up and in for good. 67-45. Second shot from Trinity, rattles off no good. Rebound Everett. You got a chance for a couple more. Up in and good is Larsa Guzman. Rodriguez with the ball. Gives up to Simonson. Pass is poked away, but we are going to get a whistle. Foul is called on Guzman. Her first. Inbounds is swatted out of bounds by Macy Delaney. Ball stays with Olympic. Simonson to inbounds. One to Crew, out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez passes it off to Jewel. Jewel to Ware. Ware's going to try and work in. Sends that out to Crew. And turned over to Everett. Delaney passes over to Guzman. Guzman over to Turner. Rosalasco. She works underneath, puts it off the glass, and good. 26-point game, shot clock off, 20 seconds to go. Shot up from Ware is no good. Hendricks inbounds, and I think Everett's going to just dribble this one out. Guzman's going to finish with the ball in her hand. No, she's going to give it up to Hendricks. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second to go, and there's the buzzer. 71-48 is your final. Everett Trojan women over the Olympic Rangers. We're going to take a short timeout, come back for some stats, and then go to our little break in between ball games. We'll take a quick look at stats coming up right after this.
Most people want their dreams to happen right now. They want to achieve everything overnight. But if a dream can come true that quickly, it's probably not that much of a dream. I know, I'm just a kid. I know my dream is crazy. But I know I'm going to be an overnight success. Even if it takes 10 years.
Got a mountain to climb or a hill to walk up, either way it'll cost you. So I'm going for the big things, yeah.
We are back, taking a quick look at stats. We'll start with the Road Warriors, your Olympic Rangers. They were led by the 11 points of Caitlin Jewell, followed by Isis Crew with 9, 8 from Grace Harder, 5 apiece from Rodriguez, Populous, and Ware, 3 from Haley Simonson, and 2 from Lammy. Our Everett Trojans were led by the 20 points of Hannah Hezekiah. Also in double figures was Morgan Marshall with 16 and Alexa Martin with 14. They were followed up by 8 from Guzman, 5 from Delaney, 4 apiece from Kahuna Hana and Rosa Lasco. Your final again, 71-48. Trojans down the Olympic Rangers. That's it tonight for women's basketball, but we'll be back on the men's stream as the men are just coming out to warm up in about 25 minutes. We'll see you there. You're watching Trojans Live.